you're a agency owner, it doesn't matter what industry you're in, and you're struggling to consistently land new clients and make sales. One of the things that I see most consistently is the reason why people aren't signing clients in all of the clients that I've ever dealt with and in my own businesses as well, is the way that you position your service in the market and how you frame it and your key value points and how you present your business overall. It's your offer. By changing your offer, I have literally seen businesses go from zero, nothing, no sales, no revenue, nothing, months and months and months of nothing. I've seen them go from that to literally over $100,000. I have started Optigrow, which we started back in February. And in the last 4 months, I've generated over $400,000 in revenue for myself. And we've signed on over 100 clients. And for those people, we have cumulatively generated over $500,000. So we're almost to $1 million in online revenue generated from the offer structure that I'm going to show you right now in this video. I'm going to break down full transparency, exactly the 4-piece offer structure that we use when we're trying to create high value, high ticket offers for online service-based agencies. Specifically, how to frame what you do and your service in a way people will buy. That is going to get you more clients more consistently. And it could even start getting you clients if you're not signing them right now. And this is a huge, huge, huge element of most businesses that we work with. And it's the first thing that we do when we're working with a client to optimize their business. Let's dive it right into the 4-step offer creation framework that we use when we're developing successful high converting offers for ourselves and our clients. So firstly, this framework is called the CRTR framework. Here's what that stands for. Call out, result, timeline, and risk reversal. CRTR framework for your offer creation. Let's go into the first piece, which is the call out. Let me give you an example of what a bad offer looks like. So let's say that I run a web design agency for e-commerce brands. And right now, my offer sounds something like this. I will build you an impressive, well-designed website. Literally, and that's what some of the offers I've heard. I will build you an amazing website to showcase your product brilliant. I will create you a website with all of your pages. I'll build your website with all of the features and all of these different things that will help you present your product in an impactful way. That's an example of a bad offer. And so let me break that down. Firstly, that offer has no call out. You're just saying, I will do X, Y, and Z. I don't care about what you're going to do because it doesn't apply to me. First thing you have to do when you're creating a successful offer, in the first part of the CRTR offer framework that we use, is to have a call out. Now, you need to specifically address the kind of person that you're speaking to. And this is really, really important if you're running paid ads or doing cold calling or Instagram content, anything. You need a call out to speak to a specific individual. Let's go back to the example of running this web design agency for e-commerce brands, okay? My websites, I'm going to sell them for $10K. So I know that I need somebody who can afford more than $10K, which would probably be a business doing at least over $10K per month, okay? So who are you selling to specifically? Well, in that case, I'm going to sell to the business owner because that's the person who's most likely to make the decision to buy this website from me. So we're going to call out e-commerce business owners doing over $10K a month. That's your call out. E-commerce business owners doing over $10K per month. Now, that's specifically addressing the person that you want to reach straight to them. Say, for example, I'm watching an ad and I hear that and I'm an e-commerce business owner and I'm making over $10K a month. Psychologically, automatically, I'm qualifying myself and I'm thinking, oh, that's me, right? E-com business owners doing over $10K a month. Oh, that's me. Boom. That's your call out. That's the first part of the CRTR framework in your offer. So there's piece 1. Now, the offer includes 3 other pieces. So the second part of the framework is the result. This is super, super, super important. The result. People don't buy because of the service and the cool things about it and what it does in the back end and the technical and how it's different and better. People don't care about that. They care about the result. Every single time I've run through this with people, it's always the same. People care about the results of what you're going to do. If I'm buying this, what is it going to do for me? What is the result? Firstly, you need to call out who you want to work with. Second, what is the result? The result is XYZ. Let's go back and let's talk about how to frame the result in an effective manner. Now, there's a few things with the result that you need to know. The result is not, I'm going to build you a website. That's not a result. What is the website going to do for my brand? Is it going to generate new income? Is it going to generate more sales? What is it going to do for me? Now, a good example of a result that is high impact, directly focused, and highly desirable would be, I'm going to build you a website that will generate $20,000 or more in new sales in the next 90 days. And I did just foreshadow a little bit. let's not talk about the 90 days. Let's just talk about, I'm going to build you a website that will generate $20,000 in new sales. That's what I'm going to do. That's the result. I'm going to build you a website and this is what it's going to do. That's what people care about. People don't care about anything else. They care about the result. Anybody can build a website. What is this website going to do for me? Going back to the first piece, you have your call out e-commerce brand owners doing over 10K a month. I'm going to build you a website that will generate $20,000 in new sales. Let's even just with the first two pieces of the framework, let's compare what that sounds like to other offer that we had discussed before. I'll build you a website that will showcase your product and include all these different pages and do all of these things versus e-commerce brand owners doing over 10K a month. I will build you a website that will create $20,000 in new sales. Which one would you buy? Okay. You have to speak about the result. You have to call out the individual. And this leads us into the third piece of the framework, which is CRTR formula. The third piece is timeline, which I've already foreshadowed. I said 90 days. It's as simple as that. How fast is this going to happen? So call out the person you want to work with, tell them what the result is going to be of the service that you're providing and how fast is that going to happen. So ecom brand owners doing over 10K a month. I will build you a website that will generate over $20,000 in new revenue in 90 days. So now I know I'm an e-commerce brand owner. I'm doing over 10K a month. I want $20,000 in new revenue, in new sales, and that's going to happen in 90 days. So I can visualize the timeline of this project. That's super, super important psychologically to give people a clear idea of how long it's going to take. So you've called out the right individual, you presented what your service is and what it's going to do for them, and you've told them the timeline that's going to happen. Now, the last piece in the framework, and this is one of the most important pieces, is the risk reversal. One of the biggest reasons why people don't buy is because of the risk, which is very obvious, right? If I'm going to invest into something, I'm evaluating how much is it going to get me and how much is it going to cost me. And as a part of the equation, I'm looking at what is the risk. So the last piece in the CRTR offer framework is the risk reversal, which is really just going to be some reversal so that you're eliminating risk. So that can look like a lot of things. It can be, we're going to generate you $20,000 in new revenue in 90 days, or we'll work for free until we do. Or you're not going to pay for it if it doesn't happen. Or not only do you not pay for it, but we'll send you $1,000 on top for wasting your time. Better your risk reversal is, the better your offer is going to perform. Now, a lot of people get worried about making super bold and strong offers like this because they worry about fulfillment and how they can actually deliver. So what you're going to have to do when creating an offer like this is think about super realistically, what can you do for your client in the best case scenario? It's okay to include stipulations to the offer. It's okay to qualify people for this offer. It's something you have to think about. How do you want to break down everything so that you can actually promise this result and deliver it to the right person effectively? So that is exactly how to create a high converting offer. And let's just go back and kind of reiterate the entire thing from start to finish. Let's go back to the first example, right? I will build you a website that showcases your product and I will include all of these dynamic pages and features. Okay, that is a bad offer. A good offer, e-com brand owners doing over 10K a month. I will build you a website that will generate $20,000 in new revenue in 90 days. And if it doesn't, I'll work for free until it does. And tell me which offer you would want to buy. So this is exactly why most people aren't gaining high ticket clients consistently. And the unfortunate reality of the situation is, if you're framing it as a menu and not a solution, there's going to be the guys who are framing it as a solution and using the offer that I've just described. All of your prospective clients are going to decide to go with that offer, even if it is exact same service. So if you want to start signing more high ticket, high paying clients right now, literally go in to your business, reframe your offer and your offerings in your ads, in your cold call scripts, in your outreach scripts, everything. Go across the board, do it, put it in your landing pages, put it in your funnel, put it in every single thing that's front facing, client facing, and rebrand your whole business around this offer. Make it who you are. Opt2Grow, what we guarantee is 15 clients in 90 days where you don't pay. Very simple, very easy. Agencies, coaches, and consultants in the next 90 days will sign your business 15 high paying clients done for you or you don't pay. That's what my offer is. And that is the exact offer that has generated me over $400,000 in revenue since February of this year in the last 4 months. And you can use the same offer framework to just see similar results for yourself. It's pretty simple. It's easy, but this is a huge thing people miss. If you found that helpful, and if you actually want more information on how to create an offer and how to build converting offers and how to actually determine what you can promise in an offer, I've included a link to my landing page where you can actually go in and I will show you a little bit more information on how to do this. You can also book in a call with me to talk with me and my team directly on how we are going to create these offers, and we can do kind of a free consult. Go ahead and book in the call through the link and you can set up a chat with either me or one of the members of my team. We'll show you exactly how to do this a little bit more in depth. If you're looking for help with that, if you're an agency, coach, or consultant, we're happy to help. Hopefully this video was helpful. Like and subscribe and stick around for more content.